Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of SemiPro POV, where we go into the minds of some of the NACLQ's best players to see what they were thinking during the tournament's best moments. Today from Pulsar, we have Reppy, the mid laner. Reppy, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you for asking.
We're taking a look at your lower bracket matchup against the Pookie Bears. What can you tell us about this Game 1 draft?
Usually Pulsar likes to drop mid jungle together to have like a good 2v2 duo, which is why we opted in to pick Lucian first. Since we had a lot of mid bans this game, Azir, Nico, Akali, Orianna, decided to opt in for AD mid and AP jungle. It was either this or Kindred, but since they locked in Poppy, then we just decided to go Brand. For me, my thought process is that I can have push whenever I want. Obviously, Corki heavily outscales Tristana, so it's not really like a lane you want to be trading too much in. For one, I have a Brand, a champion that wants to full clear. They have a Poppy champion that wants to make plays around the map, right? My idea going into this game was to try to deny as much CS as possible and try to make him take bad bases. Maybe 20 seconds before this, I think I faked my base, so I make the Corki think that I base on this wave. But instead, we're just setting up to fight the Grubby since top is pretty chunked and he has no flash, right? And we have reset champions. With our planning and like decisiveness, it goes pretty well for the game. I think they grief, like they all decided like to flash in for some reason, and it leads to me getting a triple kill.
Let's move to about 15 minutes into the game. The decision is to send your bot lane mid, and then for you to start split pushing. When you're side laning on a champion like Trist in a comp game like this, like what is the general comp strategy and like how do you guys normally play it out?
What I understand from side laning is that it should be whoever's first on mid, and then they should shift to whatever side we're trying to push on. So after they push the wave, they should just shift into fog and then just pressure the map or just get deep vision. If they decide to contest the waves, we can just shift to another lane and have a like stacked wave ready. I do the shot calling for like most of the part, but if my team tells me it's grief, like I'll just listen to them and like group. But if I think a play is good, I would probably go for it.
Game has gone on for a little bit longer. You guys are up by a little bit. You have soul point, and you find this Corki in a side lane. Do you have anything you remember about this play specifically?
No, we were just screaming Baron afterwards since he greeted a wave, and we see all their players. And we are just like yelling at each other, yo, kill this Corki and then go Baron, then reset into Dragon.
However, you actually don't go reset here. You actually stay top lane.
So I know that Corki really wants to catch this wave because he's gonna open up top with package, right? So my idea is to cancel him and either dive for 1-for-1 or 1-for-0 and then let my team 4v4, or I kill him and I end the game. In this bush, I S-key and I just wait for Corki to show because, like I said, he's gonna deploy top with package and catch this wave.
The goal here is actually to cancel his TP, but you just start a little bit too late.
Yeah.
And so then he comes down bot, and then this is actually...
Packages my whole team, yeah.
Yeah.
If you heard the comms in game, I'm just like profusely apologizing because I'm like, oh, I keep griefing the game.
But then you just decide it's not worth it to go back. You might as well just try to take this tower as well.
Yeah, because Udyr can't match me, and Corki could, but if he's with me, then my team is winning 4v4. The thought process is good, it's just the execution was a bit lackluster.
They find Cozy kind of just hanging out here.
So the comms were to cheese at this point since Corki was dead. I don't think any of us were in the position to follow on Cozy's side, and we were just gonna let him die, but he kind of smurfed it and got out.
What does he do here that he's able to survive? Okay, he ults over and then dashes. Okay, oh, nice play.
Yeah, that champion is so disgusting.
Something interesting happens here that I want you to explain. Cozy backs and he's planning on TPing here, but then as soon as he starts his TP, you actually start TPing towards the base.
I can end the game in front of Udyr's face, right? If I really wanted to. The thought process was to drag Corki since he has package and drag them away from my team. But since they both decided to TP, I just start shifting to the Baron. Like in comms, I'm telling my teammates, yo, just stall their bases. I'm literally gonna end the game. But since they both TP, like we should opt in to fight instead.
Do you think it was a mistake for Corki to TP back, or do you think he needed to prevent the game from ending?
I definitely think that he's the one that needed to TP because he's like all their gold and all their damage.
I was surprised that they both TP'd instead of just one of them.
Me too. I just wanted to make them dizzy, which I guess.
I guess they were, yeah. You have your matchup against Ole Miss this Saturday.
Ole Miss has been griefing a bit. I think they're really weak topside and that they just give all their resources to Shogo and hope to God he carries, but our bot lane's really good and our top side will stomp Ole Miss like into the concrete.
Some words of confidence there from Reppy as we got to take a look at his POV. Thank you so much, Reppy, for joining us, and let's get back to the show.